Alright, here we go. Back for game 2. Jay's in the game, but no Australian ping this time. It's going to be a Mozam, Silence, Reg, Alt Crisis team versus, hang on a second, lots of people in that lobby, versus a jaytuut, Roak, Keith, and Nafi. So let's go in here for Silence's POV. We'll either watch Keith, Nafi, or Roak on the other side. I'll pick one later. I'll see which one I feel like watching there, but... Oh, there comes Mozam. With the, who are watching Silence, that's right, with the Russian script right there. The BM. He already knew I was watching this one. And, looks like we're gonna have a Nafi Walker over there. I think Jay is Mom, Roak Doc, and that would leave somebody for the Carly. I forget right now. Oh, Keith, duh, Keith. Alright. Wretch gets a puke on the far side of the hedge. They're not really holding long hedge right now. They're not set up for it. They're kind of doing some interesting stuff here. And this tall boy is going to almost solo Mom down. Even with that A12. Does go ahead and gets the kill on it, but he's going to get a heal from Doc. That's close. Carly right now is alone in the corner. No one's up to try to make them pay for that, though. Shredder spawns behind the hedge, but they're slowly moving away from it. He's going to go up. He's going to get a pull here. He gets two of them. The Doc and looks like the Mom player. Yeah. They will take out that Shredder and that tall boy, though. Bruiser's going behind the mausoleum. He's actually cut off. Now he's the one being hunted. Oh, his burst got reset there. He does manage to get a hit on Mom, and a little bit of AoE damage there. Something. It's better than nothing. Wretch puking from behind the wall now. Mozam's going in. Does manage to get a pull. Very delayed pull on that Mom at about 250 ping. That's going to be Jay from Australia. And now the Bruiser likes to go Ripper. Going to try to cover this down. I think he can, too, from this side of the hedge. Although they are just go ahead and pushing the other side of the hedge to keep him from doing that. Doc is coming now, but oh, he cancels the swing just a hair too soon. Knocks Doc right towards the res. Shredder does get a pull right after the res, though. There's a lot of damage back on two of them, the Mom and the Doc. Reg trapped in a bear trap right now. And Team A1's actually getting a circle that's going to allow them to hold this long hedge again for a second wave. It's kind of rare, typically. As you can see, that map wall barrier right there. They're getting pushed towards the hedge in the middle of the mausoleum graveyard area. Almost have a knock, and now they do. It's a knock on the Walker, actually. Nafi there. Smoke goes out, so Doc can come in and get this res, which he does. Tall boy ready to act on it, though. Oh, no, she didn't get the res, actually. Okay. They do now, though, but in the acid of the Wretch, and he's right in to re-down that Walker. Tall boy's creeping his way there. He's got a lot of health, though. This is a Bruiser. They do nade it. He's only half health. Ow, gets stuck in a bear trap, though, and they will get this res off. Mozam going in for another pull, gets the bonk first, actually. I guess he didn't have his pull left anymore. Just gets some scratches and some acid. Wretch is playing it aggressive, too. Tall boy has one isolated around the corner of the hedge, but that is the 249. He's going to go ahead and kill him there. Next tall boy is about ready to go. He's waiting on the rest of his team now. All still chilling around that long side of the hedge. They must have been getting something. They're all together, though. This is bad. Gives the Shredder a spawn right there. He's going to pull two of them in here before the LMG can kill him. Get some damage. That AoE from the Bruiser gets a little bit of value there, too. And the tall boy is still in, beating someone into the swarm right there. That's going to be a down on the... No, wait, was that the... Maybe that was the Walker again, actually. That might have been. Yes, I think it is. The Walker down in Swarm with Mozam covering, too. And he lets them get the res, pulls them immediately. Might even have a second down now. No, Walker is able to get it, but he goes down, too, right after that. Doc's going back in trying to get it, but Reg Tallboy covers. He goes out again real fast. Make sure they can't get that. He's still covering on that long hedge. Double hit right there by the tall boy. Now a hit by the bruiser, keeping them together. Shredder pulls in 2. Gets it down on 1. Mom's holding a grenade or something out. The other one tries to go for the res. Can't quite get it, though. It's a hatchet, actually, not a grenade. Okay, Mom's just using the hatchet. Carly over there, 2 up. 1 hit on Carly from the bruiser. Now gets a hit on Mom. They're pretty much just wrapping this up at this point. They pretty much can't get the last of these. Yeah, Mom's out of ammo or something. In fact, goes ahead and takes the down there. And now it's just on Keith to wrap him up. And they're going to do it at 440. So not a terrible time on a map like this, especially, too, which is a little bit more ridden favored. If you're A1, you're probably not too upset about that time. I mean, yeah, you always want to try to hit 5 minutes, but 440 is not terrible. I mean, I definitely could see them still doing this. Let's go over there and see what they're working with. Oh, we got C4 now, too, in the chat, too. We got a bunch of people here tonight for Saturday Pugs. All right, up to Team A1. Whose POV should we watch? All right, I watched Keith in the game earlier, so let's put it between Nafi and Roak. And let's go ahead and do this. We'll leave it up to fate. I'm going to bring you with me real fast. We're going to go ahead to Google, and we're going to flip a coin. And we're going to say Nafi is heads, Roak is tails. So Google, tell us who we're watching. We are watching Nafi. Alrighty. I think that's a great way to do it. Let's go back to it, and let's get in there. Actually, you know what? No, I take it back. Fuck. I know we just did the coin flip, but I have a couple POVs of Nafi. I don't think I actually have a Roak POV yet for the Ravencast videos. Jay talking about Keith, giving him a little stern lecture about something, maybe about that lack of ammo there at the end. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and watch Roak's POV, actually, because I have a couple now that are off Nafi. I forgot about that. I don't have a Roak one yet for the Ravencast, so we're going to go ahead and watch his POV here. Likely to see a Ripper from Roak here as well, with Keith and Nafi on the Reekers and Jay on the tall boy. And Jay's hitting reds with a little BM now. Roak needs to go ahead and select a special so we can stop jumping around here all over the place. He's taking us for a ride. Okay, there we go. Now he's in. And we go from Russian to Polish now, I believe. Polish. Not that I could read either one. Alright, here we go. Let's see if Team A1 can seal this round. They got to do it in 4:39 or less. So far, Team A2's late to the hedge. Couple people running behind. Roak gets a spawn behind this mausoleum. Shredder does miss his pull, though. Roak's going in. Shredder doesn't get very much there. Roak gets a hit here. Double hit, actually. Walker and the Mom in the corner. Lives for a second. Gets another hit now on Doc. Almost another hit there, but just not quite. Rhett's just getting puke and acid in. Debuff everything he can. Mozam, the Walker, opening something up in the center there. He's going to go in here. He does try to get a pull. Did he get anyone with that? I'm not sure if he did. It looks like he did get one. It looks like he got the Mom. Wasn't able to get anybody else, though. The Mom is red. And she's going to go down here. That's ult. They're going to try to cover this now. He's getting to the other side of the hedge. He can be pinned through that hedge, though. Shredder's coming in now at the end. Goes for the bonk first. Does not get the pull afterwards, though. I think he might have just should have gone for the pull there. But still a little bit of value. It's that bonk and pus covered, acid applied. Mozam just went down to red. Gets a heal real quick, though, from Doc. Brings him back up to yellow. Roak going in, trying to delay some people, keep him around that swarm area. Gets another hit now on Mozam. Almost another hit. Gets actually a double hit. Swinging at him, but ends up hitting somebody else. Now he gets another hit on Mozam. Interrupts the reload again for a second. And that's another down now on Alt, who got pulled into the swarm there. Tallboy's acting on it. And they go ahead and actually nade that to try to get them out of this bad spot. Ooh, Wretch is going to make it in, though. Nice little bowl. And he's going to pop and explode. And that's going to be a lot of damage on these two coming in slowly from swarm. They both go red. One ends up going down. That's Reg on the edge. Oh, if Ripper hadn't fallen there, I think he might have been able to get that swing off and cover it, but... Keith going in for another pull. Gets 2 into the edge of Swarm. Very nice, very nice. And Reg is beating them back into Swarm, as they should be doing. The silence, the dock goes down. Mozam, the only one right next to him. He's going to elect just to go ahead and get it, but he's going to take a lot of damage for doing so. Dock back down to red, him at yellow. Dock goes down again to the Ripper hit. Now it's another down on Dock. Everybody else, all DPS are up with Inspiring though, but struggling a little bit here. They're going to have a chance to stop them in this 440 for sure. Nice, another pull. Another down on Dock. Pull into the edge of Swarm. Roak's going to spawn here. He's going to start to cover this, and he's going to knock both of them off that res right there. They just go ahead and nade. He's not fully dead just yet, though. He gets another Ripper hit off, which doesn't stop it, but does down Reg right there after the revive. Oh, the tall boy hit is just slightly too, not far enough. Doesn't stop that res. Good puke by Nafi there, though, getting all the survivors and acid up. They're going to have to try to end it here in wave 3, but I definitely don't think that's out of the question with the way they've played so far. Mozam coming around the side of the hedge. He's watching. Reg's chopping away right there real quick with that hatchet. Shredder does get a tri-pull. Pretty nice. And this might be another down here in a second, and there is. This time back on alt. The mom went down a couple times at the beginning. Car explosion knocks some people out to Swarm. Roak stopping the revive here. Wretch is charging in too. He's going to stop it more. He's going to have Dock down in the Swarm. Explodes. Doesn't get the Carly, though. Lots of anti on that. If he picks him up right now, he might just go back down. Yep, full dies. And Keith is going to pull. Doesn't manage to get anybody, but they've got to try to go almost a full minute. Three-handed. One person's already down. This is going to be tough. They do manage to get the res, but the Roak hit knocks him right into Swarm. The Wretch is between him and the circle, and hit knocks him out. And now it's just Mozam, who is not going to be able to survive 45 seconds here, even with those grenades. Shredder is 1 second away from being back in. He does kill everything with that nade, but he doesn't know they're all dead, so the hesitation is essentially going to end this. There goes the Hawk, and that is going to be it. 414 there. Not, you know, completely far off, but Team A1 sealing that right there for that first round. It's going to be tough. Team A2 is going to have to really pull it together a little bit more in round 2. They weren't super far off, but they struggled a little bit from go. I mean, both teams did, to be honest. Neither one reached 5 minutes, but it seemed like they just kept getting caught in bad spots. I'm going to go over to Team A2 again now. I don't know where one person just went. Uh-oh, that was all. He moved to Pug Lobby. I hope he didn't leave thinking the game was over. Okay, now he's back. Okay. And, oh, we've got Facebook Russia version? Maybe? I don't know what we're looking at there, but okay. I'm going to go with that, maybe. Russia's version of Facebook? Or perhaps some sort of furry fan page? I don't know. This is Silence's POV. No judgment, only love. Alright. We've got point spending going into effect. Let's see what they can manage to pull off in this one. Herald's 2, one of the honestly most liked maps by a lot of our veteran crew. Definitely one of the favorites for sure. There's nothing really like gimmicky about it, you know, where Herald's 1, you know, has the common issue where they only come in from one side. It's not like a completely like ridden-sided map, you know, like pipe cleaners or something of that sort. It's not a super cleaner-sided map either, like a room hold or an open map like Bad Seeds. So it's just kind of in the middle, and I think that's one of the reasons why we like it so much. Maybe that and just the design, you know, there's different elevations, there's lots of trucks, both for cover, spawn blocking, and spawns for the infected. There's just a lot of stuff to work with. It's a nice made map. It's a good map for Swarm. Also, I guess it's just, you know, it's from campaign Act 1 that, you know, I think a lot of people recognize and, you know, align with Back 4 Blood. It's just kind of a well-known location. Even though when I first started playing, I knew nothing about it. Because I played very little campaign. Alright, here we go. Survivors are getting the card box on the top. One person yet to get it. Looks like Walker. He does get it now. Mozam does spawn on the top. Ooh, did he get a pull there? I don't know if he did because I couldn't see it just quite. Although, nice. Silence goes in. Manages to get a double hit here. He's going to get another double hit there. Very nice damage right away. Everybody's in that corner now. That wretch gets popped. That's the new guy alt. He's going to learn very quick that you cannot be up behind those boards. They offer you no protection. Round 1, maybe. Had an instance earlier where I didn't pull a bullet pin on a round 1 on Harold's one. Didn't really think I'd need it because you don't see the wretch holding there a lot because it's just so easily counterable, but I didn't have the bullet pin and he did it, so he got some impunity earlier, which was frustrating because without any bullet pin at all, they do a lot. But if you have any bullet pin at all, even if it's an attachment, you can still do high damage through those wooden boards. Shredder's going to go ahead and let them res here, then he's going to pull them right back, get some acid on them too, and on that dock. Wretch puking from behind now, down below. They are looking at him trying to pop him, though. At least that Keith is. He got some damage on him. Wasn't able to pop him, but now he's going for him in the swarm. Almost got it. Wasn't able to, though. Had to pull away. Silence needs to go ahead and move up here, especially his bruiser. They know where he's at. Somebody's got him marked. Mozam does go for the pull up, but only manages to pull Carly up to the little beams there below the restaurant sign. Tallboy is on the Walker here on the edge of Swarm, though. The bruiser, lots of HP. Walker elects to just go ahead and flash it. And now that AoE is going to do a lot of damage here, too. Walker's one tap and gets puked on and goes down right before a wave. So Silence is going to go try to live to cover this for a second. And both Tallboys are up right now with a new wave beginning. This could actually be bad if they cover this right. Fast res, though, but ooh, the doc stops for a second because he sees the Tallboy. That actually hesitation might help them here. Shredder actually didn't get a pull because of that either. Oof, and ends up getting no value there. Rough. Unfortunate. Reg going in. Tallboy going after the doc. Got him on the edge of Swarm over here. Silence spawns now as Bruiser. Mozam's going back up for maybe another high pull, looks like. Somebody is below it. He gets a spawn here, but he gets underneath the restaurant and avoids it. As much as I like that high pull too, it's just in pug games, you know, and these players know to avoid that spot. It's so hard to get. I think he should be going for the boards or the light post here, to be honest. It'd get him more value. Silence going in, getting damage on that Walker. Nice double hit there, Walker and Doc. Mozam's going in. Oh, gets a pull on the laggy mom. It just takes a second to come back to him. It's so funny to see. Every time he pulls him, it's like about half a second hesitation before he actually gets pulled due to that ping. 250 ping OP confirmed? I think so. Mozam's going to go up. He's trying for a light post pull on the top by the semi. Oh, but they pop him immediately. Rough going. Very nice pop by whoever that was, whether it was probably Walker or Carly, but nice pop. Walker does go down here, though. Doc's getting it pretty quick. Wretch is getting what puke he can. Mozam's going to go for another one. He's trying to go for it all. He knows they're still healthy. They need something. He does get the Walker here, and he gets the bonk. Albeit on this side, though, so not full fall damage, but enough to make him red, and one shot from the Tallboy does get him down. Both Tallboys are up, ready to cover too, but the fast res, nobody's in there quick enough, and they get the flash. Both Tallboys are flashed. And unlike my luck the other day when I had both Tallboys flashed, they actually do die. Mozam does get another pull up to the top, this time just on Keith, though, on the Carly. Gets him red. He might actually go down to this here. He does. But the rest of that team is pretty healthy. They're looking pretty solid right here. Silence stopping Walker from getting back in for the swarm right away. That Wretch needs to start getting in here too. Mozam going for it all again on there. He's just going to do a drop pull because he knows they're slightly too far away. That was the smart thing to do. He gets 2 to the edge of the circle. Still lives. Manages to get in there and get a bonk, some scratches, and some acid there at the end. They're going to hit 5 minutes here, guaranteed. How much longer is the only question. Oh, unable to stop that res right there, and the other 3 go green again. Did stop that res, though, but they need to end this. 5-10 and ticking. Walker yellow, Mom green. That pull is going to almost seal the deal, probably. Now it's Walker red, Mom yellow. That is going to end it, but nobody's up right now. Now they go in, and now they are going to get the last hit and end it, but that's 5:21 time. That's going to be tough to match. They're going to need to really come together and pull it together better than that round 1 to match this. It's going to be difficult. See if they can do it. Go back to that POV of Roak here. Where'd it go? Okay, it's black screen. That's it. That's the screen. Yep, there we go. Let's see if they can do it. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and while they spend points, I'm assuming they're probably going to go monsters on this map. It's a pretty decent map for common, and it's not really a map you necessarily need regen charge, because the shredder can still get value, get in from around trucks, get in from on top of the diner, that kind of thing. I would usually opt to skip it and just go extra common on this map, so I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably what they're going to do. I'll be right back. Alright, and I am back in time not to miss any of the action, and it does look like they did indeed opt for that monstrous. Spending the last couple of their points now. Probably getting told just go ahead and do it on Tallboy Util, which he does, and Reeker Defense, which he does.
Wait, what did...
Wait, somebody in this streaming... Okay, no, I am muted, I am deafened. So Roak must have his option set on where I can hear Jay or something. Or maybe he spoke in game chat, that might have been it too. Tallboy's going in. Fiercely going after. What was that, Carly there? That was... Mom? Throwing some BM in the chat. Shredder gonna go from behind here. He's gonna get a decent pull probably here, at least 2 of them. He does. Roak goes in, acts on that too. They're gonna have likely Doc down here, and they do. Everything's dead right now though, so they'll be able to get the res here. AA-12 in the hands of Mom, looks like a Super 90 in the Carly's hands, and an RPK in the hands of Walker. Not the greatest as far as weapons go. Honestly, have not been blessed with the weapons just from the look of it right there. Less range and less bullets in the magazine when the Walker has an RPK like that. And right now the Tallboy's beating on him with the Shredder going in too, and he's going to pull him into the swarm, and this is going to be really bad. Nafi is the only one up though. I think they waste a nade right there. Shredder was already dead. Nafi's going to puke, and he gets the acid on there. Can't charge and stop it, but he gets a lot of slow on it that puts Walker back down to red. Does get a heal by Doc though. They're already hurting though for only about 2 minutes in. Roak gets the spawn on the roof, heads straight in for the Doc. Starts getting hits on him. Shredder comes in from the side, attempts a pull, and then goes for the charge and the bonk. Down on silence, the dock again. Roak's going to be up here covering. That's going to be a good spot to go. Oh, but the first hit just goes over Doc's body. Doesn't stop the res there, but does get a little more damage on it. Tallboy going in from behind here. Gets one hit on Mom. Another hit on Mom. Goes down to the A12 from behind after that. Or the Super 90 from behind after that. Key spawn pretty far away. It's going to be tough for him to get in here. His tall boys are going to go in and try to make a distraction for him, looks like. That Mom's almost down now, too. He will be able to make it in. That RPK right in his face, though. He just elects to go ahead and charge the walker. And that is going to be a down on Mozam, actually. He got scratches, a bonk, enough that he got a down for it. Roak's going in. Get a hit right away. He got 2 of them with that. Doc's getting a heal on the walker. Still alive in the middle of them, though. Got 2 of them in the corner. They just end up having to go ahead and nade it. And the Shredder gets another pull. Down on the Mom. Some acid in there. And that slow res is going to happen. Just take forever. Oh, man. Not the worst circle here if they know how to spawn block it, but it's still going to be tough. This tall boy's getting in from on top of that semi right there. Doc goes down towards the center. Going to get a quick pickup, though, by the Carly. Shredder in from behind, though. Does manage to sneak in, and he gets some value there. Just now dies. Spreads acid out, and they're going to be hurt with Common rushing in. 2 reds. 1 does go down. That's the Reg Carly. The Ripper hit doesn't make it, though. Tallboy gets another hit now on the Doc, who's still weak red and heavily traumatized. That Walker RPK, though, is going to go ahead and do a lot of damage here. The Ripper hit does hit 2 of them, ends up with another another Carly down. Oh, but the Keith pull misses everything. He's just going straight in, trying to get scratches on Walker. Tallboy's going in, delaying. Nafi and the Ripper coming in from this side. Nafi elects to go first, gets a bowl real fast, pops on the body. That's Manti. This Ripper hit does stop the res real fast. But they're going to kill it, and they're going to kill the Shredder before he can get a pull, and they have a chance here with 40 seconds to go. Oh, the full dead on the Doc, though. They do get the defib off, but he's just going to go right back to being dead after that wretch charge. 30 seconds to go. 3 of them. They are slightly healthy, though. They're going to have to watch the Shredder pulls, which he is going in. Oh, he misses the top, going for the light post, but they pop him immediately. And that Shredder is going to be on a 10-second respawn timer. These survivors are going to be super healthy. This bonk from the wretches is going to have to help do it, and it does do a lot of damage. Mozam goes down. Could be bad because he was holding a grenade, but if that one person stays in the circle, and he doesn't, he does throw it because he knows he needs to, and they're just barely going to make this 5:21 time. And I mean barely. Total koala death. Oh man. All right, this teammate 1's gonna have to do something here on Harold's 1, which is a tougher map for the Ridden. They might have a tough time doing this. Teammate 2 just dropping anything they have left from that last round over on the street. Teammate 1 now is going to have to stop that momentum on their side after that. That was a nice round 2 victory there. Hard fought victory, especially after the beginning started out pretty rough still too. Teammate 1's going to need a plan. Something. What an interesting word. It's the crazy thing about other languages. Like, what the f does that say? I mean, how do you even say that? I mean, it's the letters must have different sounds or something. Because like, I want to. It makes me want to ask him how you say that. Like, I just want to know a couple of these words, just so I can be like, how does that language actually come together? Is it Druznia? Druzina? Druzina? Just like in Spanish, you know, the letters for the most part still have a similar-ish sound, you know? Like it's not completely far off. Like when you're trying to say, you know, where is something, the word in Spanish for where is donde, which in English the D does have that D sound, you know, donde. So, I don't know. I'd be interested to hear him speak a little bit and just listen to it and see if I can put a couple things together, because that just blows my mind. Wretch getting some puke. Initial shredder pull does get, I think, 1 or 2, but he dies there after that. Roak going in, hopping on the Carly here, who's at yellow health. The Keith shredder from the behind is going to look to get maybe 1. He might even have got Mozam there. I think he did, yep. He's got him in the corner. Tallboy goes in trying to act on it, but then just gets wrecked by that RPK. Another RPK, though. Didn't turn on those 249 hacks for this game, I guess. Saving them for me. Thanks a lot. Down on Reg in the middle, that Carly gets bogged by Common and stuck in acid there. Roak going in on it. He's getting more hits on her. Doc does get a heal off, though. Gets out for a second. Resh gets what puke he can, but then does get popped as well. Back up, spew it again. Doc walking around with that med kit. It's a full heal off on Mom. Ripper kind of isolating Doc there for a second. This guy's still up on that truck, but sending Crusher in his way just in case. They hear it coming, though. It's not even close to him just yet, and they go ahead and just take it out before it can get anything. Roak's Ripper from the top. Throw in a Ripper 2 right here at the Carly. You're going to get a hit on Carly with that. I'm surprised it didn't hit Doc there, too. Does get that second one, though. Nafi gets made Exploder. Hopefully he realizes that. Still having that latency issue. He does. He switches to Wretch now. Wave 2 Common coming in, but so far the circle's not bad for Team A2. They're getting a decent one away from the Common instead of getting pushed towards them. Almost guaranteed now that it's going to end somewhere around these trucks or that wooden pile in the center. Wooden platform. A lot of damage on Mom from the acid and the Common here, though. And she's skirting the outskirt of Swarm. Almost went down. We're going to be on to Wave 3 here. This is a cleaner-sided map, so I mean, they should be doing better, but Team A2's got to step it up. Get some damage on these guys. Keith's going in slightly. Does manage to get a pull there before he dies. Gets it down even on the Mom. Doc's coming in quick for the res, though. Circle's helping him out just a tiny bit. It's at least pushing them towards the sign and towards the front over here of the map, towards where the Common come in, instead of letting them just sit up against that gate. They're still going to need a lot, though. Roak charging in. Shredder looks like he's going to try for a sign pull or something. Does just do a drop pull, though, but he gets killed before he can even get it. That RPK probably doing a lot of that work. Again, you know, doesn't have the mag capacity of that 249, but the bullets, they shred. Ripper going in. It's a little too late to cover that res, but he's going to throw in now. Ripper hits from here. He's getting up on the sign, actually, getting some height. Throwing a couple more of the swarm. Nice shredder pull there. Got 2 of them in the edge. Keeping them on the edge. Mom taking a lot of damage. Walker hurt too. Mom ends up going down to common or acid, but immediate res though gets her back up, and now they're back to going again. They're gonna wipe up the rest of these common, and they're gonna be pretty healthy here. That is a down now on Mom. Unfortunately, that's the only one that was within range of that shredder pull there, and they go ahead and just nade it. Oh, lots of damage though coming in. But the nades go out, get it under control here. Only one up still is Wretch. And if he can't get in, they're going to get another person up. Oh, he does, though. He does manage to get in. Stops the revive. They're hurt, actually, so he knows he can't go for that. Mozam spreads out to cover them in the swarm, but now a full dead on Mom. They could wrap this up pretty quick if they're smart about it. Mozam's last one up. He does go ahead and just nade the Ripper there. And the Wretch is going to charge him. Doesn't quite get there, but he's not going to be able to get this res. He's in pus handling slow and taking swarm damage. Oh my god, how the fuck? I'm shocked he actually got it. Now Doc's up, though. Doc's going to be able to get that res because the fast reses. Oh my goodness. They go Crusher, just unfortunately not able to cover these reses, and now that just ends up healing Mozam basically to full. And that's almost essentially going to seal it. He's got Inspiring. He got healed up by both those down reprocs. Their only hope was to stop that res before it happened. And no one was able to. And the Crusher going in just can't even get a crush. Unfortunate. That's going to be ridiculously tough to meet. Is it impossible on this map? Absolutely not. But it would require very good cleaner play. Top-notch spawn blocking, and probably a good RNG come the circle as well. Team A2 has managed to turn it around. That they have. They opt to finish off common the rest of the way here. Likely he'll just get some extra stuff for... Oh, and we're back to the Russian Facebook. Oh, we're looking at Russian Family Guy memes. There's a cat. Oh, there's a furry. Oh, there's a pink couch. Oh, there's Voldemort. And somebody... I only know Voldemort. I don't know the other Harry Potter characters. Oh, another furry. Galaxy. Cat comic. I like it. I think I've seen this one. Only in English. Another meme. I don't know what they're saying, but I think that guy's laughing. There's a cat bread. There's a cat bread. There's cat croissants. There's cat breads of all type. I actually like this comic. That comic strip actually has one of my favorite comic memes of all time. It's the one where the dog is watching out the window and he's making a ruckus and he goes, "Someone's breaking into the neighbor's house, disguised as the neighbor." More furries. Muscly men. And maybe that's a woman. That looked like an ass, actually. Oh, somebody's got the light up keyboard. The RGB one. Another cat, another furry. That looked like a purse. More memes. Uh-oh, I hear the end of Scavenge Silence. Let's get back to the game. Let's get back to the game. Looks like God of War meme. Silence, we're playing. There he goes. More BM in the chat. Lots of attachments on the ground too, and a dead shredder is you know, what you want to see, but they're gonna need a lot of that. Tallboy's creeping. The Bruiser's just chilling right here, waiting on the shredder, I guess, and he does. There he goes. Does manage to get a double hit now there because of that. A little bit of an AoE off too. Shredder goes in, does get a decent pull there, 3 of them, while the tall boy keeps getting hits on the Carly. And that's going to be a knock now on Carly, on Keith. Doc will be able to get it here, though. Still too early to have those spawn timers low enough to make it really that much pressure. Everybody along this back line, actually, is not the greatest. They want to have some people on this back line, but they want to have some people pushed up around the trucks, too, spawn blocking them. There they go. That's a little better. Shredder's going to get a pull here, though. He managed to get 1. They pop him before he can get the bonk, but probably a little fall damage there. Nobody sees that propane. Oh, actually, maybe they did. They shot it too late. So far, slightly a worse circle for them. They're losing the gate after wave 1, whereas it took wave 2 for the other team A1 to lose it. Couple hits on Walker before he takes him out with that 249. Where's that an RPK? Wait a minute. Oh, that's an RPK. Okay, actually you have an RPK too. Shredder going in from the front. Not going to get anything there. He just gets popped. And a bear trap going to get the bruiser. They're going to make it through the wave 2 here. And we'll see where this circle goes next. Bruiser going in first here, leading the charge. One of the charred actually goes ahead and takes out that propane. Bruiser going in, getting a hit on Walker, right in Walker's face. 3 hits there, not bad. Shredder does get a spawn up top, manages to pull the Carly, gets a bonk too. He's going to be down to this. Almost lands on the Shredder's head, which would have saved him, but... Tall boy comes in, going straight for that Walker, but he's going to get shredded. Doc does get the res, but so far, Team A1 has gotten the worst circle too, so just unfortunate. Everything going against them. It's not a worse circle by much, but it's just slightly a worse circle. Slightly more towards that side where all the common come from. Tall boys come in from the side. Bruiser gets lit up. Shredder's back up top on that spot there, but he drops this time. Does still get a pull, but won't be anywhere near as much fall damage. In fact, 1 even lands on the truck. They pop that wretch too. They're going to have to clear these common quick, but if they can get through enough of the common here, they might have a chance to make it through this wave. Look at 5 minutes at least. They're clearing a lot of them caking up on that Carly, and they do pop the Shredder before he gets anything. Oh, but a quad hit. Might have even been 2 quad hits, at least a triple hit there after the down. Belgian from the ground, though, taking out that tall boy. Doc's going to go ahead and get it here, and they're going to mop up the last of these common, be pretty healthy still. Wretch is puking from far down. Now they're going to light up the tall boy. They have good weapons. Shredder does get a pull, though, and he does get a... Ooh, no! I mean, he might have got the bonk, but he landed it either way on the boards. Although this circle, though, that Shredder can probably get a spawn off up top if they aren't careful. This is going to be tough. They do have a bruiser coming in. Goes ahead and elects to nade it. Does get a quick res there, but that Shredder does get a pull into the swarm. No one's killed it yet. Now they do. Carly's hurt. Carly likely just wants to go ahead and go down. 508. Wretch charging in, does stop the revive, goes ahead and nades that, but somebody's going to have to get this real fast. Bruiser's going to be able to act on this. Doc does go, Doc does get it, 30 seconds left to go. 1 more down, though, from the common. Bruiser in there, they need to spread out, and that Shredder pull might just be enough to end it. That is a lot, and everyone's unhealthy now. Ooh, does manage to get the res, though. If this Carly gets the res, Carly does get the res. 13 seconds, but they would have to, they get another res. And they're spread apart. They could actually do this if they play it right. 5 seconds. Walker does kill one of them. He needs the other guy to go down, and he does, and they make it! Oh! For the clutch victory. That was something. I mean, if there's a map to do it on, it's this map. But to come within that, he was 1 second, I shit you not, away from death. Oh, what an ending.